Welcome back, everyone, to the Rope Break. I am your host, the Beast from the Northeast. Thought I forgot about that one, didn't you?
What a gay name.
It's not. It's awesome. I love that nickname. I'm your host, Jeff Wolf. I'm alongside Eric Vanek. We've been away for a couple weeks because really, the wrestling world really hasn't been that exciting outside of one of the most iconic wrestlers of all time passing away.
Did you just call that exciting?
Well, it's okay. Newsworthy. I shouldn't say exciting. That's bad.
Yeah, dick.
Yeah, what a douche. I apologize.
I should super kick
Super
you.
kick today. Did you how upset were you about the passing of Roddy Piper?
I mean, it sucked. I mean, it's not a good thing. Maybe a little more shocked than angry or anything like that.
Because I kind of feel bad because like you texted me when I was having dinner and about it, and then but it's like, to me it's like I feel like it was his time. I don't know. It's weird. Like when Dusty passed, it hit me actually. Like that really sucked to me. And Piper, I mean, he's iconic. I mean, I have nothing but good things to say about him. It's not like I didn't like Piper at all. I love Piper, but I don't know. Like after just hearing that he passed, to me it was like, okay. I mean, that sucks, but it's like it's his time. I feel.
I don't know if I necessarily agree with you, but
I don't think many people would. I think a lot of people were really upset about his passing, and obviously it's horrible. That's why it's like I kind of feel like a dick about it because I didn't get upset whatsoever about it.
Well, you are a dick, so.
Well, yeah. If that's not the pot calling the kettle black, then I don't know what the hell is. You're the biggest dick I know.
Dude, I will get Dr. Death on you in a minute.
All right, Mark Madden. No one knows at all what we're talking about whatsoever.
Nobody's listening.
Yeah, no, it's a conversation. All right, so for this week, like I said, that was the big thing that's happened the last couple of weeks. We'll get into things that we're going to talk about on the show here in a second. Is there any? What's your favorite Piper moment, if you have one?
Oh.
I know Piper was basically before our.
See, I didn't start watching until like 96, 97, that era. So when I first saw Roddy Piper was when he started with WCW with the Hogan stuff. That was the first time I saw him.
Yeah.
So I don't really have like actual memories, but I mean I would say the things that jumps out to me the most is he headlined the first two WrestleManias with Hogan.
Yeah.
And he was a huge reason why WrestleMania is what it is now and what it became. You know, he was pretty much like the mouthpiece because he was just so good. He was the bad guy. He was the asshole. He was, such a good talker and started his stuff out with Mr. T, who was a big, star back then. So, I mean, I think he was a huge reason why WWE is what it is today. And I would say the other one is pretty much what started it, his Piper's Pit, which starts, all these other talk shows, like The Miz said, which I liked his little out-of-character tribute on Raw that next night.
Thank God someone, said something.
Yeah, I'm sure.
About
what's funny is I'm sure as soon as he came back, Vince probably chewed his ass out.
Probably
for it
did.
Too.
But good for Mike for doing that because.
Yeah, because without all these other shows and the Geratron 5000 and all that, there would be none of these talk shows without Piper's Pit.
Yeah.
And I think the most iconic moment is him busting the coconut over Snuka's head.
Yeah, that's what a lot of people will remember. That his early WrestleManias with Hogan and Mr. T.
His epic WCW rivalry with Hogan. Oh my God!
Well, you know what? It wasn't too bad if you go because I've been going back.
It was better than Piper or Hogan versus Warrior.
Oh my gosh! Yeah, that's the thing that you want to forget is Hogan and Warrior in WCW.
It lasted like 3 minutes.
Yeah. Oh gosh, it's like it ruined. Like I won't like when I go back on the network and I'm trying to find something to watch while I go to sleep. If it has Warrior in it from WCW, I won't even watch the show.
Dude, you don't want to watch Halloween Havoc 98?
No, and I always want to.
Or 97 or
no,
whatever
it's 98.
it is?
And I want to, but I remember how bad that match was, and I remember how bad that whole thing was with the smoke and stuff. That it was so, or what was it, the fire or something? It was so botched, it was ridiculous.
Yeah.
But I don't know. To me, getting back on Piper, I think Piper. I'm like you. Like I've gone back in history and I've watched a lot of stuff with Piper. So I know everything about Piper and what he's done.
I have his DVD set that WWE made a while ago.
Yeah.
I just haven't had a chance to watch it yet, but I definitely want to.
Yeah, I'd be interested to see just how good it is, and like with the interviews and everything.
Yeah, I'll let you borrow it if you want to see it.
Yeah, but to me, Piper goes down in history as one of. I mean, to me, Piper is up there with Hogan. Like, I know everyone puts Hogan as the pedestal.
That's the one. We talked about this before, and I just remembered it. Like, that's the one thing that bugs me, that he was never a world champion.
Yeah, never.
That's just shocking to me, that a guy that made WrestleMania what it is, or one of the guys that made it what it is, never held the world title. And he was a movie star, too, to boot. He was in movies and stuff, and he was the main actor of the movies. And he still was never a world champion. That's just, it's mind-boggling to me that, like, some of the, like, biggest WWE stars of all time never held the world title. Like Piper and DiBiase, which we talked about, even though he bought the title once.
Yeah. He goes down as, I mean, because it's so hard, because obviously with his feuds with Hogan and where he was on the cards and everything, he was a main eventer. Like, people wanted to see him. People hated him. He was the Dudleys before the Dudleys were the Dudleys of how they would treat fans. Like, there's no one, there's not a better bad guy out there than was Piper.
Yeah. If you wanted to become a heel, that's like old footage. Like, that's the guy you want to watch. Him and Flair.
Yeah.
They both did it so good. And the other one that I forgot to mention was the very first ever dog collar match with him and Greg Valentine.
Oh, yeah. You know me.
That's
dog collar matches.
Yeah, that's like, you know, I hate dog collar matches, but you watch that one because I'm pretty sure it was on that Starrcade DVD, wasn't it?
I think so.
I think I watched it on there, and that's just a brutal fucking match. It really was, and it really, like, they talk about that match in the DVD and how iconic it was, and just how brutal it was. That's one of his more iconic matches, I think.
Yeah. To me, he goes down as one of the, if not the, I don't know if he's the greatest speaker, but he's no less than top 3 to me.
I was going to say top 5, maybe top 10, because there's some really good speakers, but I would say definitely top 5.
Who do you have ahead of him? Okay, if he's number 5, what 4 do you have ahead of him?
I don't know if he's number 5, but I'm just guessing off the top of my head, but I think The Rock is better.
Yeah, that's a tough pill to swallow.
Yeah, but The Rock is just so good. He really is.
I'm just to be devil's advocate, I'm still going to put him ahead of The Rock. I put him in the category with Dusty and Flair.
Yeah, Dusty and Flair were both very good. I'm trying to think of, like, maybe newer guys, because I mean, I obviously, other than the obvious one.
I mean, obviously Rock was a great one. Stone Cold was a great one.
You know what? I mean, Stone Cold was decent, but he wasn't on the level of The Rock.
No, but he was just a notch below.
I think one underrated one is Raven, but that's just because we're both biased.
Oh, I mean, Raven can do no wrong. Like, like, to a T, I'm the mark.
Paul Heyman, Bobby Heenan.
Yeah, I mean, because you're not even thinking about a wrestler. You're just thinking about an actual great speaker.
Yeah, just people talking people. So Heyman and Bobby Heenan. Yeah,
Bobby Heenan's in there.
Tony Schiavone. No, I'm kidding.
You actually almost made me choke on my candy right now.
Wow. God, who else was, like, super good?
I mean, Triple H is a good speaker.
Yeah, he's very good, but yeah, I mean, he's very good. He's like the typical like WWE one, you know.
Yeah.
He didn't like change the game. Oh, how did I forget CM Punk?
Yeah, CM Punk's definitely in there.
Yeah, and so I mean, you could just change it. I mean, I could easily put Piper in my top 3 for sure, but I would, just to be safe, I would say top 5.
Okay.
But I mean, that's just some of the names. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, it was really sad, and it's crazy to know that within like a 2-month span, we lost, like less than a 2-month span, I believe, we lost Dusty Rhodes, then Roddy Piper. It was just really random. And I was thinking about this actually. The first thing I thought about once he did pass was just the online feud, and we never even got a chance to talk about it. I was going to talk about it on the next show. Actually, was the whole podcast thing that was going on with Piper and Stone Cold, where apparently Stone Cold got Piper taken off the same podcasting network as he, and then like he kind of just like blackballed him of even doing another podcast. So, which I don't know the whole story behind it and everything, but it's just that kind of that stuck with me of like, I wonder if how much of that was true or how much of it was just the internet being stupid, and if there was actually any kind of legit heat between Stone Cold and Piper when Piper passed. Because if so, then that's something heavy to have on someone like after they pass.
And I think the other really bad part about this is he won't be on Legends House 2.
He won't be. That I was thinking that too.
I think that was probably the first thought was, man, he ain't gonna be on Legends House.
He's not returning to the house. Him and Hacksaw don't reunite.
Yeah, like I wanted to see like him and Tony Atlas go at it.
Oh gosh, please, if there is another one, please do not put Tony Atlas back on there. Gosh, I hate Tony Atlas so much after watching that show.
I think we all do.
Yeah. All right.
Holy balls!
That's the best line of the whole show. That line can just sum up the whole show just right there.
Yes, I agree.
All right, so for this show this week, we don't have a whole lot to talk about. This is actually probably going to be not that long of a show, honestly.
All right, let's knock them out.
I want to talk a little bit about Stardust. I want to talk a little bit about his feud with him and Stephen Amell. I'm going to go into Kevin Owens, Cesaro. Going to talk a little bit about Sasha Banks and just the Divas impact right now. And then we're going to talk about the incident that happened with Roman Reigns. And other than that, I don't... Oh, and we're going to talk a little bit about Tough Enough.
And Ring of Honor.
Okay, you want to talk a little bit of Ring of Honor too? Okay.
Of course, it's the best wrestling on TV.
It really is the best wrestling on TV right now. I know you didn't watch Raw this week. I did. Raw wasn't bad.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, it really wasn't bad. And actually, there was an outstanding triple threat match on Raw this week, and that was between Orton and Cesaro and Kevin Owens, which got me thinking. You know, we talked the last show about how we're talking about how Vince doesn't see Owens as a main eventer, but yet he puts two people that he says doesn't see as a main eventer in a main event type of match for number one contendership for the world title this week, and that's Owens and Cesaro. So I don't know how much of it is actually true.
Who won that match?
I understand. Randy Orton wins the match, obviously.
Did he? Okay. I didn't even know who won. That's what I'm asking.
Yeah, that's right. You didn't even watch, so you wouldn't know. Yeah, I mean, Orton won. And you know what? I mean, Orton brought his style into the match, which was good, but also you saw the styles of Owens and Cesaro that the fans are really getting behind, especially Cesaro. Cesaro the last couple of weeks has really been getting the fan reaction. So
because he had it a long time ago, then they just took him off TV so they couldn't get the reaction.
Yeah, I agree.
And then they brought him back with Tyson Kidd, and him and Tyson start getting hot. Then Tyson gets hurt. And then they have Cesaro fuck around for a few weeks, and then they bring him back.
Yeah.
And now he's getting his momentum, which is great because he deserves it. It all started with his matches against Cena again.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know, he had that U.S. title match with Cena, and it was phenomenal. and since there he's been skyrocketing again.
That's why it didn't matter that he lost that match, and I was telling
like
people.
Vince has like a 2-week mind. Like if you're not good in those 2 weeks, okay, I forget about you. Like he forgot how good Cesaro was.
Yeah, it's like I wonder if he even watches for that.
No, because he's too busy yelling at Byron Saxton and Michael Cole in their fucking ear.
Yeah.
You idiots! Don't say pro wrestling ever again.
This is entertainment.
Yes, and you gotta yell super kick because Kevin Kelly does.
Oh, he should have never fired Kevin Kelly.
Yeah, no, he should have. Thank
God. But yeah, so I kind of want to talk about that, and also Randy Orton on this week's episode. It was getting some heat on the internet because he made a fat comment to Owens. And people were saying that it wasn't necessarily Randy Orton saying that. It was kind of people in the back wanted Orton to say that.
Yeah, that's typical. I don't think that's the wrestlers. That's the management and the people that, like the Vince McMahons and all his little ass kissers. That is exactly who says that, because you hear about this stuff time and time again of, oh, they don't like this guy because of this or this guy because of that. And that's all it is. It's probably coming right from Vince's mouth. And his little stooges like Mark Carrano and shit. Oh, yeah, I agree, Vince. I agree.
You got a little bit there on your chin.
Yeah. Why don't you shoot it on my forehead, too? Why don't you spell Vince on my forehead, too?
Yeah, so I don't get this idea that the backstage is so not behind Owens because of his weight. You had Viscera, okay? You had Viscera. I want you to think about that for a second. Like, Owens is a little potbelly versus Viscera.
Yeah, and even Mark Henry.
Yeah. I mean, just because he has a gut, that doesn't mean anything. Newsflash, he's selling the shit out of his merchandise for you guys. He's putting on outstanding matches with John Cena. He's making John Cena seem cool.
That's the thing, though, is they don't give a fuck if you sell merchandise.
But that used to be the thing.
Proof of that. I know, but it's like if you're not Cena, who gives a shit?
It's like how many excuses can you come up with of not to push someone?
CM Punk would outsell Cena, and they didn't give a shit.
Yeah. But then they would say, then like Triple H will come on, or Vince McMahon will come on those podcasts and say, I mean, if you're selling merchandise, then we know that you're a star with us.
Yeah. Ask Zack Ryder how that went.
Yeah, exactly. Or Christian even.
Yeah, Christian, Zack Ryder, Punk, fucking... You know, the two merchandise ones that I'll always remember are Cena and Jeff Hardy. Those two got pushed to the fucking moon because they sold fucking T-shirts and those stupid armbands that I wanted to fucking choke Jeff Hardy with, you fucking cock.
Wow. I mean, okay. We're getting off track here, but you have to admit, Jeff Hardy...
You got me on the Jeff Hardy fucking...
I know, you hate Jeff Hardy. But, excuse me, Jeff Hardy was hugely popular.
Unfortunately.
I mean, he's not that popular anymore. But in the 90s, like in the late 90s, the Hardys, that was the shit. I mean, they were cool, they were different, they were alternative. I mean, they were in.
ENT was better.
I mean, now they're not. Now he's just a drug lord, but...
Hey, he still gets mentioned on Ring of Honor, though.
Yeah. Oh, man. His debut in Ring of Honor was amazing. It was.
I hope they booed the fuck out of him.
They hated him. It was basically if John Cena was coming into Ring of Honor.
It was basically John Cena walking into One Night Stand Part 2.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Nice. I love it.
All right.
I have so much more respect for Ring of Honor fans.
Well, Ring of Honor fans are smart. They've always been smart. It's always the...
Yeah, it's basically an NXT crowd.
Yeah, it is. And that's why NXT is so fun to watch, because you have the smart fans. So if you're good, they're going to show you respect. If you're bad, like Eva Marie, they're going to tell you can't wrestle.
Yeah.
Also on Raw this week, you didn't watch it, so I'll talk mostly about this, because I know you don't give a shit about this, is Stephen Amell was they said he was hosting. He didn't do one.
I'll be right back. I'm going to take a piss.
Shut up. He didn't host at all. All he did was sit in the crowd. But when it came time for Stardust versus Neville for this week, I think it was versus Neville, then he came out and he kind of like shoved Stephen Amell in the face, went back in the ring, and then Stephen Amell just hopped over the rail, hopped over the ring ropes, came in, speared him, and just wailed on him. And Stephen Amell, because he does so much training on the Arrow show, like he did it in a way where it didn't look like a silly actor was coming in here and looks like he wants to do some fake wrestling. Like, he actually legit looked like it was a fight. So it was like one of the very first times I've ever seen an actor cross that barrier and looked like he connected into that different world so well.
Yeah, I don't know about that. Because I remember watching Mickey Rourke walk into WrestleMania. He laid a nice little punch down.
Yeah, but it looked fake, is my point.
That was a joke. Mickey Rourke sucked.
All right, it was.
If it was Randy the Ram who walked in, then it would be different, because Randy the Ram was fucking amazing.
Yeah. I want to watch that movie again.
I love that movie.
But so I guess now they're going to have a match at Summerfest. It will truly always be Summerfest.
It is Teddy Long's wet dream SummerSlam.
What's that?
It is Tag Team City.
Oh.
We got a 6-man tag team main event, baby. Holla, holla, holla. It is like, I think there's like 2 singles matches, Cena match and the Undertaker match.
Yeah.
And everything else is like 19-man tag team matches.
We got too many people, just throw them in tags.
It's what it is. They got the Big Divas match. They got the Dean Ambrose match. They got this like 14-team tag team match or whatever
right.
the fuck they got.
They do. You're right. It's half tag matches. I never even thought about that.
It's the Teddy Long wet dream.
It is. Oh, but what I want.
Holla. All we need is like Cena and Rollins, and we got Teddy come out with back to Mac, Roddy Mac, and have Roddy Mac just win the title.
Oh, and who was that other girl that was with him?
It was Jazz.
Jazz.
It was
yeah.
Jazz. It was,
from ECW.
Roddy Mac. It was Roddy Mac's actual wife.
Wow. She was ugly.
No shit, they both were.
Like, I mean,
she was on par with Nicole Bass.
I think if I have a choice between Jazz and Nicole Bass, I think I'd take Nicole Bass. I think Jazz is the ugliest woman I've ever seen in professional wrestling.
I don't know about that. I would go with Luna.
I'd rather have Luna.
Oh no, God! Dude, she freaked me out with that voice. That voice is fucking.
Oh, no.
My dick would go into hiding for a week.
Make no mistake about it. I'm telling her to shut up. But I'm just saying. I mean,
hey, Jeff, put your dick in my mouth.
Oh man! Oh, can you imagine? Like that would make you go limp on like just instant.
My dick would go into hiding for a week.
It'd be like, it's gone. It's done. It's not coming back.
Oh my God, that voice was perfect.
That sounded like she is in your house right now. Like she is in your dungeon.
Oh God. Let's fucking move on, please.
Okay. I brought this up with Stardust because they were showing also footage, because I don't watch SmackDown, but they were showing footage of a promo of Stardust on SmackDown, and he's really owning this character. I know we were there for
his inception.
Yeah, we were there to see the debut of Stardust, and we look at each other and we're like, what the effing F is this? Like, I legit thought it was a joke. I thought this was going to be like a 1 week thing maybe, and it's like he goes back to Cody Rhodes or something. And he's not. He doesn't. And then when Dusty passed, people thought that he would go back to Cody to have that Rhodes name in honor of his father. Even though Stardust is one of the greatest honors that he can have for his father, because in the business, that's what people called his dad, was Stardust. That was a nickname for him. So, but I just feel I'm getting okay with this character, because we talk all the time about these weird things like in Ring of Honor, like the flamboyant kind of people that just we respect how much they own it. I really feel Cody is owning the Stardust character right now.
Yeah, I would say I've seen that he's done it. It's just not for me. I just was never a fan of Goldust, and I don't know. I just don't like the character.
And I agree. I never was a fan of Goldust. I mean, I respected what Dustin did as Goldust, and he owned it too, and he did an incredible job. Like,
at
that time
I agree with all
at that time of making it that, the best way you can say is teetering on that line of being gay. He did it in a time where that was not something that you really talked about, and he did it really well. But I just didn't really care for that. But I just feel Cody as Stardust is doing it in a new way, in a different kind of way, and just being out there in a way where it's like, and even on this week's Raw, the announcers were talking about how that like Cody's mind is so messed up that he doesn't see that he's not Cody, that he's this Stardust character. So it's kind of like they're telling you that it's Cody. Like, it's not a surprise. It's Cody. But it's kind of like they're saying, like, psychologically he doesn't know the difference between Cody and Stardust, which to me is kind of cool. So I don't know. I'm actually okay with it. And I would have rather this match been a Stardust versus Stephen Amell match, but obviously this is what's going to happen when you put an actor in. They don't trust an actor one-on-one. You have to have other elements. So
unless you're Floyd Mayweather.
Yeah, unless you're Floyd Mayweather, and you put down millions of dollars. So that'll be interesting. Are you excited about SummerSlam at all? Obviously, probably not, after what you just mentioned.
No, really not. There's nothing on here I want to see. I think the only match I want to see is Cena and Rollins, which will be the best match of the night.
Yeah. Cena Rollins should be good, actually.
With the way Cena has been putting on matches lately, and I'm not going to say Rollins is better than Cesaro and Owens, but he's on par with them.
I want to talk.
It should be just as good as all those.
I want to mention something that's been bothering me. Seth Rollins has been boring as fuck.
You know what? I think it's just gone on so long, the same thing.
Yeah.
I think it's just getting a little stale. But he's so fucking good.
Oh, he's amazing. I love Seth.
Like, that was the guy I thought, like, all right, he's going to be the one that I think is going to struggle to stand out and do all that. Like, he's the best in-ring guy of the three.
Oh, yeah.
But I think he's just going to struggle a little bit. But since he's got this authority and won the title, he's just, pretty much since he won the Money in the Bank briefcase, he's been fucking just gold. And, I think that's what it is. It's just getting stale because it's the same thing. I mean, you can't really do much more than what he's already done.
No, and the thing is with me is they're not setting him up with different feuds really. Like at least not in a kind of way where it's like you can build off of it and he's gaining something from it.
But that's the thing though, is who are you going to pit him against? Like, he had the stuff with Ambrose and Reigns there.
Yeah.
And you have Cena. Who else are you going to put him against?
I don't know.
Everyone else is fucking heel.
That's not my job. That's creative's job.
I know, but there is no creative.
Exactly.
They're not creative.
They're non-creative people.
They really are.
Oh, it's just, it's been bothering me lately because it's like I love Seth. I love him. Loved him in Ring of Honor. I mean, I love Seth. But it's just watching him with that title, it's like he's not doing anything that makes him a champion. He's not doing anything that makes you care about him.
Because what it is he played the old school heel for so long, where he had the little helpers the whole time, and that's how he won most of his matches. Like, there's only been a few occasions where he excuse me, he legit won the match.
Yeah.
You know, it's not like the old days of Triple H when Triple H would go out there and beat your ass as a heel and had no help at all, and he would just fucking do it. You know, that's what Seth needs. He needs a clean win over a Cena, a clean win over a Brock. Well, they weren't going to let him win clean over Brock, no matter what. But I think he needs a clean win against Cena to cement himself.
Yeah,
really.
but then again, it's like you have someone like Kevin Owens who looks more like a champion than Seth does right now because he did get that clean win, and now they're taking a step back from him. So it's like
Well, you're not going to take a step back from your world champion.
No,
it's just not going to happen.
No, not unless you're CM Punk.
Yeah.
Like, you give CM Punk the title, then now let's take it away a month later.
Yeah, you know what?
You're not even going to lose it. You're
Shawn,
just going to be
Jericho and Shawn need that title a little more than you do, so we're going to take that from you.
Yeah. It'll be okay, bud. Oh, all right. What else?
I don't know. You had it written down.
Nah, I didn't write anything down. I'm winging it this week.
Let's go Tough Enough, buddy.
No, we're gonna finish on Tough Enough. Like we did.
All right, then let's go Ring of Honor.
Let's talk about shit Russo said for this week.
All right, then Ring of Honor.
So this week, Vince Russo. Let me see if I can find it.
Well, you're supposed to have this stuff up already.
Yeah, I'm on the page. Don't you worry about me. So Vince Russo basically claimed that pro wrestling is officially dead this week. And the reason for him saying that is with Piper dying, he kind of is saying, like, his generation has to come to terms with the fact that pro wrestling is no longer about entertainment and it's going towards longer matches. Which, first of all, I don't know what show he's watching. Second of all, he talks about how pro wrestling fans want entertainment, and as the years have gone on, entertainment has gone lesser, and the fans have gone less, and they're now going to UFC to see an actual real fight. And it's kind of like a double-edged sword to me, because yes, we want entertainment. Like, if you look back in the 90s, entertainment and wrestling made it a perfect package. But we've come to a time now where things aren't entertaining. It's like you can still have that. You can still be entertaining, but people are so worried about that PG bullshit. They're so worried about offending people.
That's what kills everything, is this offending and PG bullshit. It's where it's all gone downhill.
Yeah. Because I talk about how much I love pure pro wrestling, and I do. But you have to have those storylines to make it connect. You have to care about the stories and the feuds and everything, and that's where the entertainment factor comes in.
You need people to grab a microphone, stand on the top ropes, look out in the crowd, and say, look, hey, Mom and Dad, tell your pussy fucking kid goodbye because I'm going to fucking kill him. You need shit like that.
That's golden. I mean, obviously you can't use that language on a syndicated.
They need to. They need to. They need
just
to
learn
look
it out.
to
Just
some...
bleep it out. I'm serious.
They need to have one of those Make-A-Wish kids out there and just have fucking Rollins get in their face and be like, hey kid, I'm gonna fucking kill your fucking hero.
Yes.
Yeah, they need that.
They need heels like that. Like, there used to be heels that would do the most disgusting things to fans. Like push little 8-year-olds down, or an 8-year-old goes in the ring to celebrate his birthday, and the heel comes out and destroys his cake.
Or they fucking super kick him.
Did they actually super kick that kid?
Yes, and his dad.
Really?
Yes. I think it was like planned. Like they both like fell before he got kicked.
Yeah.
You know, kind of deal. But they actually legit did it.
See, that's why I didn't watch it. There was a video with the Bucks doing like a super kick party with a kid. I didn't watch it because I was like, they're not actually going to super kick him, so I don't care. That's my basis of watching a video. I want to see a 4-year-old get actually super kicked.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool though. All right. So Sasha Banks Sasha Banks was on an interview this week, and she was kind of telling the people that she was interviewed by exactly what we thought the WWE is telling them, and that's to say, wrestle like a diva, and to not. Apparently, they were telling her when she first came to NXT, don't wrestle like a guy. You need to wrestle like a diva. And for anyone that actually gives a shit about watching wrestling matches, men or female, that should be a slap in the face. And she went on to say how things didn't actually change culture-wise of that philosophy until, what was it, like Sarah Del Rey? Is that her name?
Yeah.
Until she came in. And she kind of changed that, and she was like, what? That makes no sense. So this new Diva Revolution kind of thing is largely in part to her. I know Paige is the one that's getting the highlight of all of this, and she's the reason that people think that this whole thing's happening. But it's really Del Rey who's really the one behind this and just changing the thought process for WWE to make women look just like the men do, which is very important because we have seen some amazing women wrestlers over the years.
Yeah.
But right now, it's until this came about, these new people came in, it was absolutely dog shit. It's the worst it's ever been. And I love it was on Raw this week where Paige was actually talking about how horrible of wrestlers the Bellas are, which I love because it's not the WWE thinking this, but it's really her shooting on how bad they really are, and I love it.
Okay.
You want to chime in at all about that?
I don't think Nikki and Brie are that bad. Like, they're not on Sasha and their level. No, they're not, but they're not that far off either.
No. Oh, which one's married to Daniel?
Brie.
That's what I thought. Brie mode, baby.
Nikki's the champ.
Okay.
Nikki has come a long way. She used to be really bad.
You shut
but
your mouth.
Nikki has come a long way. She's actually above average now in my mind.
What? Stop looking at her tits.
I'm not.
That's all you're doing. You're just looking at her tits full match, and you think she's good now.
She's not as bad as you make her out to be. I'm telling you.
She's not good.
She's come a long way.
No, Brie's come a long way. Brie used to be as bad as her sister.
Yes, they both have. There isn't. That's the one thing I can say about the divas right now is there isn't like. There's maybe one or two that fucking suck at wrestling, like that I can name off the top of my head. That would be Cameron and Eva Marie. They suck at wrestling. They're terrible.
They are terrible.
The rest of them are all pretty decent.
Well, there's also the Latin girl who just had a baby or is pregnant this week.
Who, Rosa?
Yeah, Rosa Mendes.
She's pregnant?
Yeah, she announced she got pregnant.
When did she get a boyfriend?
I don't know.
Like, that was like the big thing.
Yeah, I don't know. She just announced it this week. I forgot about it.
It's probably a total divas angle.
Oh, it could be.
And then she'll lose it, and then they'll have a big sad scene on one of the shows.
Oh,
I'm sure.
Poor girl.
But yeah. But if you think about it, though, those three, I would say.
Yeah.
Other than that, all of them are pretty good.
Yeah.
I mean, they're at least average to very good. I mean, that's the one thing too is they have these three diva teams. You know, right now the Bad and whatever they're all called. I think
they're called like PCB now or something.
Yeah, and the Bella team. What they need to do is make a fourth team with the other girls that aren't being fucking used, like Natalya and
the Forgotten.
Pretty much, that's what they should call themselves. Yeah. You know, you could put Natalya on that team. You could put Emma on that team. Trying to think of who else isn't being really used right now that's there.
I don't know. I forget. They're so forgotten.
Natalya, Emma, Yeah, I mean that's what it is. Summer Rae's being used,
Yeah.
but as a manager, she's not that great of a wrestler, anyways.
Well, and I think we've gotten past that, which is a very important part of the female aspect in professional wrestling. You don't, just because you're in pro wrestling and you're a woman doesn't mean you have to be a wrestler. Some just aren't that good of wrestlers, and some can be gorgeous women who know how to do stuff in matches to make themselves look like a better companion or manager to someone. And it's just it's an art that's just lost now.
Yes, like Maria.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, Maria, my Maria.
You're lucky your future wife isn't home.
I know. She's at work. All right, so before we get into Ring of Honor, one other thing I wanted to mention. Did you hear about this whole thing with Roman Reigns this week?
Yeah, I saw it. Well, I saw the ending video of like the security going after the guy.
Okay. Here's the thing. Here's what happens. Basically, he gets attacked by a fan, like legit.
The best part is he was getting wrestlers to sign it after the matches, and then he must have had like 7 beers and just fucking fuck you, Reigns.
It's amazing because this whole night he is coaxing these wrestlers into signing his Money in the Bank replica briefcase, which is a really cool thing for them to sell in the first place. But he's getting them all signed, and then at the end of the night, he attacks one of their biggest stars with the briefcase.
Yeah, it's like, what, did Roman like not offer to sign it or something?
Who knows? I wonder if Roman did sign it. That's even better.
Yeah, and like,
thanks for the autograph.
That thing's not even that. I mean, that thing's expensive. Probably it's probably like $200.
I think it's like $199 to buy.
Yeah,
like it's not a plastic briefcase.
This dude just fucking chucks it at his head.
Yeah. Oh, I loved it.
Yeah.
I loved it.
I mean, it's stupid. The fans shouldn't be doing that stupid shit, but
no,
it's just stupid ignorance.
Yeah. So one of my favorite wrestlers got a new name change this week.
Uh-oh.
Mr. Brad Maddox has changed his character.
All right, so Ring of Honor this week was pretty good, though, huh?
At least let me give you the name. Oh, we didn't even talk about that yet. All right, so his name is Joshua Kingsley, which actually that's not a bad name. I kind of like that name. And he also dyed his hair blonde, so he's probably looks.
Yeah, I thought Ring of Honor was pretty good this week too.
All right, before we get into Ring of Honor, we didn't talk about Uhaa Nation, did we?
No, I don't even know anything about him. So
they changed his name.
Oh, okay. Well, obviously because they always take away the last name.
Yeah.
So is his name just Uhaa now?
No, it's
Vince McMahon didn't change it to Uhaa.
It's something
since he takes away everyone's last name.
It's Apollo Crews, I believe.
Oh,
which is like you listen to it, you hear Apollo and you're like, oh, okay, well that's just from Rocky. It's like, how many times can we name a black person Apollo?
Yeah, why don't we just call him Consequences Creed?
Exactly, that's what I thought about. Like, because he went as Apollo Creed before too in TNA. It's just it's like how many times can the world just call a black person Apollo?
Why don't you just call him like Hooker T or something?
Yeah, or G.I. Bro.
Yeah, or Billy Ray or something. I don't know.
All right, Ring of Honor. We're gonna give you your wish.
Best wrestling on TV.
It really is. I mean, Raw was okay this week. TNA was not good. Well, not that we care. We don't really even talk about TNA. I think I was watching it just because there was nothing on TV and I needed to just put something on. And actually, my DVR didn't record TNA for like the last 3 weeks.
Oh, lovely.
I think it was just telling me, you know what, you don't really want to watch this.
That's good.
But yeah, Ring of Honor was really good this week.
It's been good the last 2 weeks.
Yeah, the wrestling has been great from like the start.
Super kick.
Sounds like you have Steve Corino over there.
Fuck yeah.
They're advancing storylines better now. They are doing more backstage interviews now. so it's starting to form into a good wrestling show. It just sucks that they're now on at 11 o'clock. It's like that's basically suicide for the show.
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
See, I noticed mine gets taped at 11 now. I didn't know that they moved
Yeah,
the time.
it's not.
I just thought it was like a replay that it was recorded.
No, that's the first time it gets aired. Is 11 o'clock. It's like that's just the first step of them being like bye. So
yeah, which sucks because I don't want to miss it, because then once they do take it off, I'm gonna have to find it to watch it.
Yeah, and I really don't know. Like I said, I know in Columbus, I knew of the channel and time for it being syndicated every week. I don't know in the Cleveland area if it's even on.
Yeah.
I would assume it is, but I really don't know. So hopefully it doesn't get the boot. But I mean, if it gets the boot and TNA stays on, that's
a shame. It's really a shame.
It really is, because TNA is a dead horse.
Because they do all kinds of promotions for TNA too.
Yeah.
Like, fucking promote Ring of Honor, because this shit's great.
Yeah.
It really is. Like, their storylines right now that are going on are interesting, and all of that. I mean, you just had your main event at your last pay-per-view go for a fucking hour time limit draw.
Yeah, that's going back to 20 years.
That's going back to Shawn Michaels, Bret Hart territory.
Yeah.
You know.
Or the Sabu and Shane Douglas and
yeah, that match too.
Yeah.
So it's like, I mean, you have that going on right now. I mean, it's just, and all the matches that they put on the last 2 weeks on the TV have been phenomenal. Every single one of them.
And you know what?
Their tag team wrestling is just, like, amazing. There's just so many crazy, innovative moves going on. Like the one we saw this week, where he, Taven flipped one of the guys over the ropes, and Bennett just super kicked him in his jaw as he was, like, upside down.
Yeah, it was like, gosh, it's like if you're gonna have missing
like
teeth.
The timing and all that just had to be perfect, and it was spot on.
Yeah, and it usually is with Ring of Honor. Like, they just always seem to be on, for the most part, the same page.
Yeah, their tag team wrestling is the best in the world right now.
Mm-hmm.
Just overall wrestling for shows on TV is the best. I would put it above NXT right now, for sure.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to be honest. NXT is also, like,
NXT has lost a lot of people because Owens is gone, Zayn's out, Tommy's out.
What they're doing is, and they need to do this, it's smart to do it, but they're advancing the smaller guys, the smaller card guys, or the mid-card guys to try to elevate them better. They're just not, they're not there yet, and they're not that excited.
Has Samoa Joe even put on a good fucking match there yet?
Not really.
That's a shame, because he can.
Well,
and he's probably trying to learn that slow-ass WWE style that he's not used to.
That's what it is, for the most part. I mean, he's working a little bit like Joe, but he does have to do a little bit slower. Guess who he's facing at the new NXT event?
I think I saw it on my Facebook earlier. Is it I don't even remember what his name is. I hated him so much.
Baron Corbin.
Yeah. Are you fucking kidding me? You fucking kidding me right now?
You signed Joe, and his first event match is against him? Like, really?
Yeah. Like, why didn't you fucking send out Bull Dempsey or some shit?
Oh, Bull Dempsey. I'll tell you what. That is one of the best parts of NXT right now, is they keep doing these Bull Dempsey backstage things of him, like, getting fit and everything, because William Regal was, like, telling him, like, he needs to shape up or...
no, that's Vince McMahon telling him.
Oh, yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Like, oh my God, you look like Kevin Owens, kid.
Yeah, but it's like at the same time he goes from this guy.
I can't wait for them to call Samoa Joe fat. I can't fucking wait.
Yeah.
Because Samoa Joe will knock you fuck out.
Joe's gonna kill you.
I want to see Joe just pick up that old man and fucking muscle buster his ass right in the middle of the fucking ring.
Oh, you know how much I'd pay for that? I'd love that.
And then just put the fucking, what's his chokehold called? Oh, I can't think of it. Help me out.
I don't know.
I forget what a submission's called.
I don't remember.
But anyways, you know what I'm talking about. Just to fucking hit the muscle buster on him and then just do the submission.
Yeah.
It'd be great.
It's not the transmission, but it's like it.
Yeah. I forget what it's called off the top of my head.
But yeah, so
back to Ring of Honor.
No, what's the guy's name that we were just talking about now?
Corbin?
No. The pudgy.
Joe? Oh, Dempsey?
Yeah, Dempsey. So Dempsey comes in as like this bulldozer guy, as like a heel, and like this badass asshole. And then all of a sudden he's just like running around the ring and he's winded, and now he's like a face fighting with the vending machine to get candy bars out of it, and now they're doing like these montages backstage of him like working out and everything. And they're hilarious, but it's just interesting how you go from one extreme to the other with that.
Yeah.
And it really is one of the only entertaining parts of NXT right now. I mean, other than that, you have the tag champs with Alexa Bliss. They're Murphy and I think it was Blake.
They're still fucking champs?
Yeah, they're still champs.
Jesus fucking Christ. Send fucking Daniels and Kazarian in to fucking take those titles away already.
Oh my gosh, that would be amazing.
Send the fucking Kingdom in. Send Red Dragon in. Send the War Machine in. Fucking please send the War Machine in. So Raymond Rowe can demolish all three of them, and then bring Cedric Alexander in to hit his little code breaker on Alexa Bliss so she can go fucking flying.
Oh, it's the best rant of the day. Oh, can you imagine what War Machine would do to Alexa Bliss?
Oh my god, that would be.
They
great.
would destroy her.
I don't want to see Cedric do it.
Yeah. Oh. Just that.
She would go flying. Even on the show 2 weeks ago with Veda and Cedric, and they faced the Romantic Touch. Even when he did it, he fucking went flying up and then flipped over.
Yeah.
He does it so fucking perfect.
Yeah,
like he puts Jericho's to shame.
He really does. I mean, Jericho's was good because it was the first time you saw it like on like an American show, because that was
like
a big thing in Japan.
Him and Carlito were doing it.
Yeah.
Fucking Carlito. Wow, that guy fell off the face of the earth.
Yeah, and I don't think he cares.
No, and that's cool. I don't mind
No.
it. He's like, fuck you guys. You guys want to treat me like shit and not push me even though I'm talented, then fuck you.
Yeah, he showed. I mean, the fans still like him because he was at the Hall of Fame last time, and the fans loved it.
Yeah, because they wouldn't push him and do anything with him. So, and he's like, fuck this. I don't blame him.
Yeah.
Good for him. Tough enough.
No, we're not gonna get tough enough just yet.
Jesus Christ, how long is this show gonna be?
I'm trying to keep you as long as I possibly can, buddy.
Let's go tough enough.
No, we're not gonna do tough enough just yet. Two small little things to bring up. One was this whole week. This whole week, Adam Rose kept kind of trolling the fans, and it got me excited because I thought that we were gonna see Leo Kruger back, because I loved him as Leo Kruger. Like, even though it wasn't getting over too well in NXT and FCW, I thought he owned that kind of serial killer kind of look really well. Yeah,
put him in the Wyatt family.
Yeah. But I guess he went on Twitter this week and said that, like, Leo Kruger is dead. You have like the Magic Party or something like that. Let's see what it is.
He's got the magic stick.
He got the magic stick. Says LMAO, Kruger is gone. Get used to it. You got walking magic now, so sit back and enjoy. And they did like hashtag gullible fools. So he was trying to troll the fans this week, and it worked. I was excited for him to become Leo Kruger back, but instead we get this bullshit. The other thing.
Next.
The other thing. Oh, there's a
super kick. Holy balls!
Holy balls! The other thing is, did you see the whole thing with Scott Hall and Paige?
No.
So apparently, Scott Hall must be drunk again.
Really?
Yeah.
What a fucking job.
Because he says this to Paige on Twitter. He says, at Real Paige WWE, such a naughty girl. I have a good mind to bend you over my knee and spank you.
This must be after one of his coke binge
Yeah,
nights.
and then Paige replies back when you inappropriately touched the divas. So, Scott, back in the day, Scott Hall must have been a little bit of a creeper.
he was all on that Medusa.
Yeah, so I just thought that was funny. And now we can get into Tough Enough. So we're in the home stretch.
Yeah, we got 5 left.
Five what left? Oh, Tough Enough.
Yeah.
I was just saying tough.
5 people.
I was just saying tough. The home stretch of the show today.
Oh, okay.
And it's only 1:30 here right now. So you have,
let's hurry up.
you're gonna have like 5 hours to be able to get ready for this Browns game.
I gotta study.
Yeah, you have to study. Yeah, do some mock drafts this week too.
Yeah, actually, we're gonna do one after this.
Yeah, well, I'm fine with that. All right, so Tough Enough. So do we have 2 to talk about this week?
I don't remember.
Let's see. Last week
Chelsea.
week was Mata, right? No,
Chelsea.
Chelsea. Yes, we do have 2. So last week Chelsea left the show.
Okay, then now let's go on to this week's.
No, we're gonna talk about it. Don't be so quick. We got time, buddy. We got time. So last week Chelsea left. I don't remember exactly who's in the bottom 3. Do you know?
There's Chelsea and Gigi and
ZZ?
And CZ wasn't in it. I think it was Sarah.
Okay.
And Paige saved Gigi.
Yeah, and Paige saved Gigi.
So otherwise she would have lost last week.
Yeah.
And it eliminated Chelsea.
Yeah. So Chelsea goes home, which is bullshit because she's the of all the women that were left that had at least a little bit of looks and talent, she was the most complete package. I'm not saying she's gorgeous or anything, but she's a pretty girl.
Not bad.
Yeah, not bad. But she had the most talent.
She can get it.
What?
She can get that magic stick.
She gets that magic stick.
Tanner was trying to give her that magic stick a few times in that hot tub.
Man, he has no game whatsoever.
It don't matter. Who gives a shit? It's a fucking TV show.
So Chelsea goes home.
What are they gonna do? Show them fucking on fucking USA Network?
No.
Come on.
No, but it's just like he's.
What is ZZ gonna walk in on him anal fucking her? You know.
Hey, would you guys like to share this peanut butter sandwich? I got you a shot of milk.
Hey, I brought my what's that?
What is his name already?
The black kid's name. I brought the picture with him. Me and him are just gonna sit over here and watch.
We were just gonna watch you guys if that's okay.
Yeah, you can teach me a move or two.
You know the funny thing about ZZ? I think it was last week's the after show special, the after show Tough Enough thing. He's been on like 3 reality shows.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like that's what Miz asked him. Miz asked him, "Do you have you ever done reality shows before?" He's like, "Yeah," and he paused for a while. So I don't think he wanted to admit it, but he said he's been on like 2 or 3. Then I did some researching, and he's been on a couple shows already. So it seems like he's just a reality whore. It seems like he really, if he really gave a shit about this competition, he would have worked his ass off. He would have seen what everyone else is doing and realized, hey, everyone else that's already in great shape is doing this. I'm a piece of shit that isn't even working out, and I'm the one that needs to be working out. Like, you should be doing that, especially when you're in the ring and you realize, shit, I'm winded real quick. You need to get in better shape.
I think with the men too, it's pretty clear who the winner's going to be.
Unless he fucks up.
Who the winner should be, let's say.
Oh, yeah, because there's a difference. Now, who it's going to be versus who it should be.
Yeah.
Who it should be is it should be Josh.
Yep.
Who it's going to be, please don't tell me it's going to be fucking ZZ.
It probably will be, and it's going to be sad.
It's bullshit. They need to change the system. Because if our winners is ZZ and Sarah Lee,
I could see it now. Monday Night Raw, Vince introduces his two newest acquirees, his new superstars, and brings out ZZ and Sarah Lee and stands nice and tall with him as the future of the WWE is right next to him.
And he's just going to eye roll.
Yeah.
And I just...
No, he'll probably actually be happy.
Why?
This guy's a character. This guy can sell me T-shirts. This guy can fucking wrestle alligators. He can butt fucking alligator in the ring tomorrow.
Let's team him with Kevin Owens.
Yeah. We're gonna call him the Fat Guy.
The Fat Guys. Team Fat.
Yeah, and then we're gonna give them a gimmick like Billy and Chuck, and they're just gonna be Kevin and ZZ. And they're going to rub lotion on each other in the back, and they're going to be nice and fat. Then the guy in the little thong from ECW is going to be their manager.
Oh, yes. What was it, Dick?
I don't know. I don't remember what his name was, but I think he was an actual, like, WWE employee.
Yeah, he was.
Like,
he's, like, on the staff of some way.
Yeah.
He's been on the staff or something.
Yeah, so we're going to bring him out, too. And they're going to be a team, and he's going to be their Rico. He's going to be their hairdresser.
Rico.
And
Bring out Pepe.
We're going to have ZZ and Kevin just rub oil on each other for an hour.
Sounds like the worst show on WWE Network possible.
Yeah, and I could just see Kevin Owens just hanging himself the next day. He'll
totally Chris Benoit himself.
Okay, we need to edit that one out.
It's staying in. All right. So,
everyone's turned this shit off by now.
Yeah. Lastly,
let's talk about my girl, Gigi.
Gigi. I was so excited to see her go home this week.
Not me. She was fucking hot.
Yeah, well, see, you have the Miz philosophy, and I have the Paige philosophy.
Oh, she wasn't a half bad wrestler.
No, she was okay. As much as, like, let's be honest. Not all these people had wrestling talent coming into this. Like,
no.
It seemed like the Tough Enough.
Yeah, there wasn't they didn't bring in any Matt Crosses.
Yeah. So, I mean, you're having these people learn. Like, not everyone can be a professional wrestler. It's not an easy thing.
Yeah.
It's like if you think it's easy, sign up to do it. It's not.
Yeah.
So we can't expect these people to be this amazing at it after just a couple weeks of doing training. Like, and it's the most basic of training, as we saw.
Yeah, yeah, and then like they did on this week's show, they actually had them do a match. Yeah. They had to like talk it out and memorize everything as they went and all that. And they weren't half bad, but it was all just basic moves, shoulder tackles and body slams and stuff like that. Like, there wasn't any actual, like, moves. Like, it was like watching a regular WWE match.
Yeah.
Just body slams and shoulder tackles and shit.
Well, it's basically the kind of training that they give, like, a celebrity that's going to be taking bumps. It's like they teach them punches, they teach them how to take a bump. Yeah. The ropes, like hip toss or whatever, clothesline. Yeah. Like people were finishing with just like a hip toss. Yeah. So, and we can't expect too much, but
or they were doing the thumb of death right to their throat.
Yeah, right. Ooh.
Or, I would love to see ZZ just come this week and do, like, the Florida Gator fucking chomp and, like, do it on somebody's head and their chin. That would be his main move.
Yeah. I mean, I could see, if ZZ actually learned wrestling, I could see him in the WWE.
Yeah. All right, this show's ending.
No, just hear me out. Listen to this.
This show is fucking ending. You are in Vince McMahon... like senile stage right now.
Oh, don't ever compare me to
I just did, and it's true. Oh, it's true. It's damn true.
Okay. So the reason I say this is
holy balls.
The reason I say this is because of this. Like, yeah, he's goofy and everything, but just picture this. Picture him just. I can't even do it. I'm trying to picture him. It's making me laugh. He could come down with like this, like those teeth necklaces that he has on, or like this like small gator kind of head that you can get in Florida, like around your neck.
What's he gonna be? Papa Shango or something?
Kind of. I could kind of see it like this, and he could just be like this, just like billed as this swamp guy, and he could fit in really well with the Wyatts and everything. I mean,
that's who I want to see with the Wyatt family. Oh my fucking god, we have really, really gone off the deep end here on the rope break. That this fucking moron thinks ZZ could be something in the WWE.
No. I'm not saying at this point. Like, if he did, like he sucks in the ring.
At what point? Like in 6 years?
Maybe not 6 years, but you. I'm not saying he should win. Josh should absolutely win. I love Josh, and he could fit in right now. But I'm saying after the show, I would sign ZZ to a developmental deal.
What?
What? And I would train him for the next 3 to 4 years.
You're gonna give this fat fuck $250K a year. He's gonna make $1 million by the end of that 4th year. Not take anything serious and fucking fuck it up.
No, because I don't think that they make that much money.
He will be fucking like, I could see him on like TMZ for like child molesting or some shit.
Gosh, that's horrible to say about someone.
Well, I could see it. Like, hey, little kids, like, come in my van and I got some candy.
Would you like to see my alligator toes?
Yeah, like, you want to see my alligator teeth? I pulled this one right out.
No, I'm saying because.
Oh, by the way, here's my dick.
By the way, here it is. Nope, that just happened. No, I think for developmental people, they're not making that much money. I think like 30,000 or something. But I'm saying you give him that little bit of a contract and to see if he's going to take it serious, because you let him know if he doesn't take it serious, you're just going to get cut.
If he was in, I wish he was still around. I wish Hugh Morris was still around.
Yeah. Oh
Bill
my gosh, would he?
Bill DeMott would have him in the ring right now with his pants down like he did the other guy, and he would literally be butt-fucking him right in the middle of the ring in front of all the other guys. He would have his pants around his ankles, and he would be fucking him in the ass with like a baseball bat, and just jamming it up there fucking until it was all the way into the fucking bottom. And he would be like, you think you could wrestle? You think you can fucking... You don't want to work out, you lazy piece of shit? How does this feel in your asshole?
This is the worst show ever. Oh, man. I don't even know where to go from this.
What is that?
So Gabby leaves. We're stuck now with Amanda and Sarah Lee. One of those two is going to get a contract.
And the moral of the story is GG lost,
yes,
guys. After we talked about ZZ getting fucked in the ass by Bill DeMott.
And that's basically the gist of it is Gabby's gone. Or Gigi's gone. Gabby's been gone.
That's what we were trying to get at the whole time, guys, is Gigi's gone.
That's, in short, she's gone.
Yeah, that was what we were trying to get at, guys. Sorry.
All right, well, you know what? It was a slow week in wrestling. We'll try to be better next show, guys.
Holy balls!